Good morning, it's Monday the 18th, I'm FX Plu and this is the market brief. So last week, sterling had the worst week since lockdown began. Concerns over economic recovery combined with Brexit meant that we saw lows of 121.01 against the dollar and 111.85 against the euro. And we've got a bit of a standoff between the government, who wants to lift lockdown, and the trade unions, who fear their members would be exposed to an unplanned and uncontrolled return to work. Most topical there is the plan for children of certain ages to return to school. The government is targeting the 1st of June for this, and many ministers have said that this will only happen if it's safe. But dear old Michael Gove might have been on the marching powder last night when he inflamed things, saying that it was already safe to return to school despite several contradictory reports. Following in Trump's footsteps there. But he did say it on TV, so it must be true, right? Who knows? Brexit talks continue and any trade deal looks to be as far away as ever. The market has become a little unsettled by the no-deal deadline of Dec 31st creeping up on us. No deal would deliver a financial blow to Brussels, as the UK would be unlikely to pay out the 39 billion divorce payment. But it seems that we've got a lot of work to do on both sides to avoid that outcome. Trump's been on. In an interview last night, he accused China of taking down the US economy. I'm not sure if he was hoping to help the trade negotiations or just divert from his domestic issues, but his approval rating is down to 44% on growing fear that he's mismanaging the country into crisis. With close to 30% of the total deaths in the US in New York and New Jersey, it's unlikely that the lockdown will be lifted anytime soon in the east. But by comparison, Oregon, Wyoming and Montana have had less than 10 deaths each, and pressure there is growing that the restrictions should be lifted sooner. This week we've got the FOMC minutes due out, which might add a little more comfort around how the Fed plans to react further, as the economy is suffering the worst downturn since the 1930s and the Great Depression. But meanwhile, the dollar index remains supported as bleak US data and, of course, concerns over a second spike hit risk appetite. Last week, Germany had the dubious honour of being the first G7 nation to officially enter recession. Despite having one of the lowest death tolls in Europe, the reliance on exports has been exposed there. For what it's worth, Japan followed suit this morning, but with all the ongoing issues and the row between the German Constitutional Court and the European Court of Justice, I'm not sure Germany even noticed Japan's play to become G7 recession buddies. But there we go. And I'll leave you with a fun anecdote. This morning, just before I started filming, came round a corner and a kid trying to remain at the prescribed 2 meters for social distancing toppled his bike over into a river. I kid you not. Sorry I didn't get that one on film, but maybe next time. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.